So many Americans think the BP Gulf oil rig explosion was an accident, but the truth is it was a ritual, intentional, and I will prove to you that your media lies to you. It's owned by the Freemasons and they simply just cover up these rituals. Now we notice April 20th, 2010, there are 11 days left in April. And of course at 11 p.m. by remote, there was an explosion on one of the oil rigs in the Gulf. And there were 11 dead. Now April 20th is the 111th day of the year. And you will always see satanic rituals by the Freemasons involving human sacrifice. And April 19th, of course with Waco and Oklahoma City and such, that is the 110th day. Again, you see the 11. Now this means there are 254 days left in the year. And 2 plus 5 plus 4 equals 11. And of course 9/11 is the 254th day of the year. And understanding that how these two days correlate. And so Prince William of Wales is getting married April 29th, 2011. This is 66 years to the date after Adolf Hitler's wedding to Eva Braun. Now here's wisdom, let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of man, his number is 666. Now what we see is that 4 plus 2 plus 9 plus 2 equals 17, and 17 minus 11 equals 6. And as I said, these 66 years after Adolf Hitler's wedding to Eva Braun, and there you go. There are 666, marking the Prince of Darkness, the abomination of desolation. And what we'll see about Adolf is that he died at 56, only a few hours after his wedding actually, and 5 plus 6 equals 11. And Eva Braun at 33, and 33 is the highest Freemason level, and of course 3 times 11 equals 33. So here he is, the lion's head, leopard's body, and bear's feet, which is the royal coat of arms for Prince William of Wales, the third and final Antichrist, about to assume power as king and try and kill about 3.5 billion people simply because they lack knowledge. What is so special about April 29th is that this is the 119th day of the year. And 1 plus 1 plus 9 equals 11. Now backwards, that is 9/11. And of course, that is the 254th day of the year, and 2 plus 5 plus 4 equals 11. Now Prince William has knowledge of this, of course, and this goes back to the days of the pharaohs. And Seti, one of the pharaohs, ruled for 11 years, and they of course built the pyramids there of Giza on 13 acres, and just as that, the World Trade Center complex sat on 13 city blocks. And that is what it was modeled after. Built for the ritual that was to be performed by George W. Bush on September 11th. And what we'll see that April 29th means there's 246 days left in the year, and 24 minus 6 equals 18, and 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18. And that marks Satan, the abomination of desolation, Prince William of Wales, and he is well inclined and versed in this knowledge, and of course he will use it to his advantage and to lead millions and billions of people to death, for they lack knowledge. And so here we see that just about every terrorist attack is done by the Freemasons, and all marked within 11. The August 7th, 1998 bombings of the U.S. Embassy in Kenya and Tanzania is the 218th day, 2 plus 1 plus 8 equals 11. And the Madrid train bombings on March 11th, and 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4 equals 11. And the best example that you know that the Freemasons did it and Roman Polanski had prior knowledge is the movie The Ninth Gate, in which Johnny Depp is on the Madrid trains prior to 9/11 on page 111 of this book, which is supposed to represent my pet goat. You must see The Ninth Gate. Here we have July 7th, 2005 London bombings, and of course that was done by the Freemasons, 56 dead, 5 plus 6 equals 11. And we notice that the times are very important. 9:47 the bus explodes by remote, 9 plus 47 equals 56, 5 plus 6 equals 11, 4 plus 7 equals 11, 47 minus 9 equals 38, and 3 plus 8 equals 11. And of course 8:50 a.m. is when the bombs go off in the underground, and 8 plus 5 equals 13. The devil, of course, Revelations 13 is 666, and that is Prince William of Wales, born June 21st, 1982, which adds up to 29. 2 plus 9 equals 11. And what we'll see is that the Buckingham Palace also has an 11 in each of the 3 entrances, and Princess Diana was murdered on August 31st, 1997. That adds up to a 65. 6 plus 5 equals 11 at 12:08 a.m., the witching hour, and 1 plus 2 plus 8 equals 11. And even the license plate on a car added up to 11. And we'll see that they've been busy polluting our water. We have the July 28th, 2010 China River Toxic Tea Party, which is an 11. And we have, of course, the October 4th, 2010 Danube Toxic Tea Party. And that's the 308th day of the year. 3 plus 8 equals 11. So the breakdown 666. And so we see that April 20th is the 111th day of the year. And that means that there are 254 days left in the year, and 2 plus 5 plus 4 equals 11. And the 254th day of the year, of course, is September 11th. And we see that April 29th is the 119th day of the year, and that backwards, of course, is 9/11. Now, I will prove to you, of course, that the Twin Towers were actually designed for this satanic ritual performed by George W. Bush on September 11th to summon the spirit of the bottomless pit. We see the Twin Towers, of course, were a giant 11. There are 47 columns in each. 4 plus 7 equals 11. World Trade Center number 7 had 47 stories. 4 plus 7 equals 11. And okay, 9/11 is the 254th day of the year. There are 111 days left in the year. 9 plus 1 equals 11. And then when we get down to one of my favorite topics, the fact that the times that the towers came down all were on 11. And 11 is a very important time when you're performing these satanic rituals. You will notice that the BP Gulf oil rig explosion occurred at 11 p.m. And so the North Tower was demolished by remote at 10:28 a.m. Now 1 plus 2 plus 8 equals 11. And 10 plus 28 equals 38, and 3 plus 8 equals 11, and 28 minus 10 equals 18. And of course we all know that 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18, the mark of the beast. Now at 10:29, 2 plus 9 equals 11, fire reported on the 11th floor of building number 7. Okay, and 2 plus 9 equals 11, and that's on the 11th floor, and they demolished the World Trade Center number 7, 7 hours and 22 minutes after the South Tower collapsed, and 7 plus 2 equals 11. Now where was George W. Bush during all this time? Well, at 9:11 a.m., there he is reading My Pet Goat with a witch. And you could actually watch a witch use a wand and perform a ritual. It's unbelievable, the footage from that, while innocent children chant out the words. And of course, innocence is a big part in any satanic ritual. You need the people to be completely innocent and oblivious that they're either participating in a satanic ritual or about to be sacrificed. And so the Twin Towers were 110 stories tall, and Flight AA-11 hit the North Tower at 8:45 a.m. And the South Tower burned for 56 minutes. Now the 5 plus 6 equals 11. And it was demolished at 9:59 by remote control. Now that 9:59 actually also forms a 2 perfect columns and a door, the 5. Now, the Flight AA-77 hit the Pentagon supposedly, but there is no tail. There was no bodies recovered. There is no jet engines. Obviously, probably hit with a missile at around 9:43 a.m. And again, the point being that when they, lit the towers on fire as they were candles. You see in this ritual, the towers absolutely resembled candles. One the female god, the other the male god, and building number 7, the door or gateway. When they light these on fire with a plane or a missile, it's very hard to get it in an exact time. But when you demolish the candles, which you must do at the end of the ritual, you must smash them. It is very easy to demolish it by remote, and that is why the Twin Towers were wired for demolition. And one more point, the Pentagon, of course, represented the pentagram. And that is what you, of course, will burn in a witchcraft satanic ritual.